Do I ever write my own music? Oh, baby, baby. It's a Justin Bieber song, isn't it? Baby, baby, baby. Requiem for Methuselah. Oh my gosh. You know that episode? If you have not seen that episode, you need to check it out. It's so good. So good. Yes?
I saw the preview for the Star Trek Continues.
Did you see it?
Yes, I saw it online as soon as I got the Visible Rangers.
Yay! Yay! What did you think?
I really liked it. I thought it was really cool.
Thank you, Scott. Did you have a question about it? Good. Then I love you.
I did have a question.
I'm also a Trekkie.
Excellent.
I thought the casting was kind of odd as Todd because he's always so like, and him as Spock was just.
Okay, I'm gonna clear something up right now, because I don't know where anyone got this idea. In the last week, I've gotten about 3 emails from fans that said, and I quote, "How did you rope Todd into playing Mr. Spock?" Now, let me tell you guys something. I didn't rope Habercorn into nothing. He begged to play that role. Okay? I kid you not. I will call him right now. He auditioned. He wanted to play that role badly. Now, I know a lot of actors, but I like Todd. He's a friend. He is a good actor. He was really enthusiastic about playing it. And so I thought, he's a little young to play Spock, because actually Spock was probably older than any of them, like McCoy or even McCoy or Scotty. But Todd is a good actor. And so I thought, you know what? Todd really wants to do this. And you know what else? Physical relationships, he's a good size for Mr. Spock. He works out too much. And I told him, stop lifting weights, bro. You can't be like buff Spock. Fascinating. No, you can't. I'm like, Spock was thin. Spock was slender. You know what I mean? He was cerebral. He was an intellectual. And he's like, I'm not working out anymore. Yes, you are. I can look at you and know you are. So stop it. So I tease him all the time when he's stop working out. And you know what else? The fact that he's Asian gives him a very interesting look. He has a very strong, he has that very cool, long kind of a face. And there was an episode where Kirk and Spock were on this planet, and this cop stopped them, and Spock's standing there like, how are you going to explain me? And Kirk says, my friend is obviously Chinese. And so I thought, well, hey, Todd wants to play it. He has this kind of cool exotic look, and he's a good actor, and size, proportionally, he's just like an inch or two taller than I am, which is good Spock-Kirk relationship. So what the heck? So that's how he ended up playing Spock. But if you ever hear anybody online say, I wonder how Vic got Todd to play. Vic didn't get Todd to do anything. Todd paid to play that role, all right? Just so you know. Yes, sweetheart.
I was wondering, have there ever been any roles that have been particularly strange for you to play? I mean, other than the upcoming role.
Yeah, there have been a lot of those. It's anime. I mean, anime equals strange characters, right? I mean, that's one of the things that's compelling about it, is they had such creative, where do they think of this stuff? How do they come up with this idea? But yeah, there have been a lot of those characters. In fact, there have even been some characters that I was asked to play, and I didn't know anything about the character, I didn't know anything about the show, and then I got into it, and I'm like, oh no. This is rather racy for me. And so I would use a fake name and stuff. That really works, right, with my voice, right? People are like, who's Vic kidding? This is totally him, right? What's this crazy fake name he's under? But, and that just happens sometimes because you don't do any kind of research. If you're like, somebody says, hey, you want to play this role? And you're like, yeah. And you do it, then you find out later that it's a role in a show that you didn't know all this other stuff was going on in the show. And so you have to be a little careful. But there have been some strange characters. I mean, I've done over 200 shows, So between video games and anime, so there are a lot of little crazy characters, weird characters in there. Yes, we are.
Out of your 200 plus shows, do you have a favorite character?
I do. You know, for many, many years, and Holly probably even remembers this, I used to really avoid that question. Because I knew that, you know, a lot of people have different favorite characters. You know, some people may love Tamaki, or some people that may be their favorite character, or maybe Ed's their favorite character, or maybe Fi, or maybe Ikaku, or maybe Zero from Vampire Knight, or whatever. So I was always afraid to pick one, because I was afraid that, like, well, if I pick one, then everyone's like, crap, you didn't pick mine. Vic Mignogna sucks. You know what I mean? And believe me, there's some harsh people out there. They'll do it, dude. They will do it. So for the longest time, I tried to be very political. Oh, I could never just pick one character. They're all my children, really, and I love them all equally. So that's what I said for a long time. Until one thing happened. The day that I finished recording Brotherhood. I stood there for 5 or 10 minutes in the studio just looking at the last page of the script and looking at the screen with Ed's little face, talking to Winry. And I was like, I literally got choked up and I was like, I love this character so much. I love this show so much. And I played Ed longer than any other character I've played. So when you add such a great character to so long a time playing that character, I finally was like, I can't resist it anymore. I can't be political anymore. Ed is my favorite role that I've played. However, Tamaki is a very close second. See, because the thing about Tamaki is I fell in love with Tamaki before they even cast that show. Literally, before Funimation even had the rights to the show, I was introduced to Oran and I was like, OMG, I love this show. And this blonde guy, he's so great. He's such a little nutball, and he thinks he's so hot, and he tries to be romantic, and then he's a basket case in the corner with his hamster home, and you know, and I fell in love with the character before there was ever a prayer of a chance that I would play him. That's not a good thing. If you're an actor, don't do that, because you kind of jinx yourself, you know, you get your hopes up too much on this one thing. But I went in an audition, and as God would have it, I got to play him, and I savored every minute of Oran. See, that was something. Going into Full Metal, I'd never seen Full Metal. I didn't really know much about Full Metal. So I fell in love with the show as I went. But with Oran, I already knew how funny it was, and I went into it really cherishing every line. I tease sometimes in panels, and I've said before, Caitlin Glass directed that show, and she played Haruhi, and we would do a line, and you know, long live the poor, you know, and I would do the line, and Caitlin would go, that was great, first time, right, first take, great, let's move on to the next line, and I'd be like, can I do it again? And she's like, it was fine, Vic, can I just do it one more time? Yes. Long live the poor. You know what I mean? And I might change it a little bit, you know, just to get to do it again, just to savor the moment, to spend as much time in Oran as possible. So that's why, I mean, I really love that show. So if Ed does not, Ed better watch his back, because Tamaki is in very close second place, and would love to take over. Yes, Elle. Oh, thank you. I'm such an idiot. That's something I wanted to tell you about. Thank you for mentioning it. Really? Cool. Do I ever write my own music? Oh, baby, baby. It's a Justin Bieber song, isn't it? Baby, baby, baby.
Oh my God.
Remind me, Kirsten, remind me not to do that. Gotta be good. the text. Oh, baby. I've been writing music twice as long as I've been voice acting. I've written hundreds of songs for television. I've produced 25 records for different artists. I have 6 of my own records, all on iTunes. In fact, look at you pulling one out of her bag. This is one, and by the way, thank you for even mentioning this. I know you didn't mean to do this, but thank you. Guys, a lot of you guys wrote me emails and asked me if I was going to bring my music to the convention. I did. I'll have it at the autograph session. And I would love for you to get some CDs, and I'll be happy to sign them for you. It's great music. I know I'm partial, but am I wrong? Yeah. In fact, there is a new CD. It's not new, but my most recent one is a remix CD of all like club mix, high energy. It's so much fun. It's the kind of thing you crank up and just, jam out to. But what's really special about it is that I got permission to record songs from Full Metal Alchemist, Dean Angel, and Oran High School Host Club. So there are these songs from these anime series on there, but they're my arrangements, and they're all like high energy club mix stuff. I also have a Christmas CD. A lot of fans wrote me and asked me if I would make a Christmas CD, and I'm like, really? And they're like, yeah, you should make a Christmas CD. So I made one. It's all original arrangements of some classic Christmas songs and some original songs that I wrote. And there's even a duet on the CD with Johnny Young Bosch. So any of you ever wondered what a Christmas song sung by Edward Elric and Bash the Stampede would sound like? Or Ichigo and Tamaki, or choose your characters. There you go. Black Ranger and Zero. Yes?
What?
Oh my gosh, yes, I play Death Side. I love Death Side. Oh my gosh. He's a little pervert too. Why do I get to play perverts all the time? I think there's a pattern here that's... I think the first pervert I ever played was Kurtz Weber from Full Metal Panic. And then it just never stopped. Yes, I played Death Side in Soul here. Yes, love that. Poor little Maka. Yes. That sounds yowie-tastic. And therefore I won't be doing it. Oh, you guys. You and your yowie. You know what? I'm going to take this opportunity to clarify yet again. I think it's dying. I think people are getting tired of talking about it. But I'm going to reiterate. There are people out there, not many, but they're loud. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's the little minority that makes a lot of noise on the internet. And they're under the impression that I hate yaoi fangirls. I'm militant in my hatred for yaoi. And that if you bring me something to sign that's yaoi, I will throw it in your face and spit and kill your dog. Oh my gosh, guys, you would not believe the stories I have heard that people write on the internet. You wouldn't believe it.
Those, my friend, are called trolls.
Yes.
Call them what you will. All I know is that they make up these horrific lies. I have never been cruel to any fan for any reason. I'm not a yaoi fan, but if it's your thing, fine. You are welcome to like what you like, just as I am welcome to like what I like.
Yeah.
Right? Live and let live. And I've heard stories. You want to hear some funny stories? I have heard that currently I am suing a hotel. Like this, for instance. I'm suing a hotel. God, they're so stupid. Because I was at a convention, much like this, and someone slid yaoi under my door. And I'm currently suing the hotel. Now, that is idiotic in so many ways, I can't even begin to break it down, right? Number one, No one has ever slid anything under my door. Period. In 100 and some conventions, all the hotels, no one has ever slid anything under my door. Anything. Not yaoi, not cards, not nude pictures, not love notes, nothing. Not yaoi, nothing. Number two, if someone did, that's not the hotel's fault. You can't sue the hotel because somebody walked down the hall and slid something on you. It's absurd. But people make these things up, and then you know what happens? Other people read them, and they kind of propagate it. I heard it, blah, 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 blah. No, please don't be a part of that, guys. Please, please. I also heard once, I was signing autographs at a convention, and someone came up to me and asked me to sign yaoi. And I had a Sharpie, right? I threw the Sharpie in their face, and I got up and stormed away. Guys, as God is my witness, I've never thrown a Sharpie or anything at anyone, and I've never gotten up and stormed away, ever, 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 anytime, ever. It's absurd, these stories that people make up. So do me a favor. Can I ask you guys to do me a favor? You're the good ones, okay? You're the good ones. You're the positive ones. Do me a favor and do what you can to be a positive influence. When you hear junk like that, ask them to show you the proof. Because there isn't any. All of the videos, all of the photos that are taken, there are 25 video cameras running right now. Where's the proof? If this stuff happens all the time, where is it? It doesn't exist because it never happens. So do me a favor. I would appreciate it. It would mean a lot to me if you guys, if and when you ever hear any of those negative kind of things, try to be the voice of, of positive influence and encouragement, you guys. And it would mean a lot to me. And I know that there are other voice actors that deal with that kind of stuff too. I don't think they deal with it quite as much as I do. For some reason, I don't know why. But please, if you would do that for me, I would be most grateful. Okay? Thank you so much. Who has not asked a question yet? Have you asked one yet?
Not yet, Vic.
Bring it, brother.
Well, what I remember, and please don't try and hate me for me saying words.
Oh, I won't try and hate you. I'll just hate you. I would never hate you. Come on, give me some love. All right, what's your question?
Could you make me say Kakarot, please?
Can I make you say Kakarot?
Sure.
Sure. Hey, would you say Kakarot for me, please?
Of course.
Bring it.
Kakarot!
Nice, bro. Very nice. I'm going to fly you to Dallas. And I'll sneak you in the back door, and they'll think I'm in the booth recording, but you'll be in there.